Discipline equals freedom. What's up, you guys? Today is a level up episode discussing the tips for winning the morning and your day. Now, this comes off of a fantastic conversation that I had with the one and only Brad Hulsman, and I've been wanting to dig into the details that we talked about in that conversation a little bit more and continue to provide some more value for you guys from what we discussed. And so that underlying principle of discipline equal freedom was something that we really dug into in that episode on the Daily Pursuit podcast. And it's something that I think we can all really grasp onto, right? In order to have the freedom in our life that we want, we need to have discipline. And having discipline will provide us with freedom in our life. And so these 6 tips that I'm going to talk about today can really help you level up your morning, help you win that morning routine and that morning sequence of events to truly set yourself up to be successful in your entire day. So what are those 6 things? Now, the first thing that I want to start off with is self-care. Why start there? For me, something that I've always been instilled and talked to about is taking care of myself first and foremost so that I can then take care of others. And so I think that it's really, really important that when we first get up in the morning, we practice that self-care. I had someone reach out to me today and ask me what's something that they can do to help them get going right away in the morning. And I used a Brene Brown concept of the 5-second rule. And so as soon as I wake up in the morning, as soon as if I have my alarm set, whatever it is, as soon as I'm awake, I count down from 5 in the morning, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action. And I get my ass out of bed. Okay. Now, that may work for some of you. You may be able to just get up and go. But another thing that you can do is as soon as you wake up in the morning, it may not be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get out of bed and get going. It may be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take 5 minutes to focus in. Take 5 minutes to wrap your brain around something. So maybe it's meditation. But just take those first 5 minutes to get your surroundings clear, get everything that's going on right now very clear in your mind, in the forefront of your mind, so that you can start your day off effectively before you get out of bed. Maybe you're doing a little bit of a movement routine even before you get out of bed just to start to fire up your body. All right. So that's the first thing that I want you to do is spend 5 minutes doing something for you, be it right away when you wake up in bed or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get out of bed and do something mindfulness wise, movement wise, etc. Then you're going to also do some self-care where you're taking in a cold drink. I say, cold water with some salt, or I like to have orange juice in the morning right away. Just it's something that I've been continually doing for the last while, and I find it just gets me started on the right note with salt. And there's a reason behind having a really cold drink. And so a cold drink can help stimulate our vagus nerve, which can be very beneficial for us to get that stimulation and get that feedback going. So a cold drink right away when you first wake up, preferably having some salt in there as well, because that's going to help with our body and its function. I know it sounds weird, orange juice and salt that I like to have, but whatever works for you, but have that as well, okay? And then at all points in time, any point in time that you can throughout the day where it's open, and this will play over into another tip that I'll be talking about, is get outside and move for 10 minutes, okay? 10-minute walk, couple 2 to 3 times a day. This is part of the self-care. So this isn't necessarily right in the morning. This is outside of that morning routine, I know, right? I'm kind of going off script with that, but it is super important. If you can do it in the morning, you can get up, go for a walk, 10 minutes, fantastic. But do it 2 to 3 times a day. Get outside, go for a walk for 10 minutes. And I'll talk more about that in another tip that's coming up. Second tip to win your morning: prepare in advance. So this is something that I think is massively underutilized and something that doesn't take very long to do. But if we can prepare in advance what our day looks like, what our schedule looks like, then we are going to succeed, or a better chance of succeeding. Now, this preparing in advance, this could happen the night before. You could take the time the night before to prepare your next day. Or after you've woken up and you've done your self-care routine in the morning, then you're taking a further step for that self-care, and that's preparing your day in advance. So take the time to write out what your day looks like, literally down to when you're going to go for that 10-minute walk, when you're going to do that social media post that you're looking to do. Whatever the thing is that you're looking to do, prepare that in advance so that you have that structured, so there's no guessing game. Now, I'm not foolproof with this. I screw up. Some days I haven't prepared in advance, and guess what? Those days don't go so well for me. They're a bit more of a struggle. So I really, really highly recommend preparing in advance. Write it all out. When I do that, when I literally have everything that I'm supposed to do in that day and I lay it out and I have scheduled in and I get the reminders and alarms, whatever you want to do, set up, man, my day is effective. And in doing that right in the morning, I have a sense of calm that comes over me because now I'm prepared for my day. I feel like I don't have to think about it. I can just go about those actions. So something that you can do more specifically in a micro sense with that is, by preparing in advance, write down 3 things that you need to attack and accomplish in the next hour. So get your day off started right away with very specific things. So 3 things that you can get started on and attack in that next hour. And then that can just flow from there. Okay, so that's prepare in advance. That's tip number 2 for winning your morning. Tip number 3, okay, write out your daily areas of opportunity. So this is something that I've adopted from Chris Winfield's morning pages. So this kind of plays into that prepare in advance a little bit, all right? But writing out your daily areas of opportunity, Chris Winfield has 3 morning pages that he does. The first 2 pages are literally just write out whatever comes to mind, whatever is going through your brain, be it happy, sad, frustrated, excited, whatever the emotions, whatever the topic, whatever thing, just get whatever's up here out and literally write it out. Have a notebook that you always go to in the morning and you write that out. Okay? Take the time to do that. And that's the first 2 pages of this. The third page of the morning pages routine is to write out 3 areas of opportunity for your day as a whole. So yes, I'm asking you to do some writing here, all right? You've done your self-care morning routine, 5 minutes or so. Then you sit down, maybe you have your breakfast with you, okay, or your cold drink of whatever, and you're going to plan your day. If you haven't done that already, maybe you did it the night before, which is great, but maybe you're planning your day, and then you're writing out all that stuff, the first 2 pages, whatever's in your brain. And then that third page, write out 3 areas of opportunity for your day. So these are the macro things. Right? This isn't what you're going to do in the next hour. This is the day approach. What are the areas of opportunity for you for your day? So maybe it's an area of opportunity to create something for your community because you have the freedom in that day to do that. Maybe it's to connect with 5 people throughout the day. Maybe it's an area of opportunity for something personal for yourself, to do more self-care for yourself. Right? Whatever the thing is, to expand your knowledge, whatever it is, write that out. Write that area of opportunity out and have 3 of them for your day. Then schedule, this is tip number 4, schedule your work and break time. This is something that I cannot drive home enough. No matter what your time frame is, no matter what works for you, have a dedicated scheduled work time and break time. Okay, this is where that 10-minute walk comes in for me. Okay, so I have scheduled out my dedicated work time, and I will put a timer on my phone for that work time. And I work head down, focused for that period of time. And then when that time's up, I stop what I'm doing, and that's my freedom window to then I go out for a 10-minute walk. Get outside, get some sunshine on me, right? Breathe, get away from what I'm doing. Maybe that's when also I'm answering messages, right, that have come in, whatnot. But just have that dedicated work time where you are just so hyper-focused on your work at that period of time that nothing else is going on. And you make it so that that's what it's about. So maybe it's 50 minutes, 50, of dedicated work time, and then a 10-minute window of break. And so at the end of that 50 minutes, you get up, you go outside, you go for a walk, you grab a snack, you reply to some messages, you scroll through Instagram, whatever the thing may be. But have that structure set in place and repeat it throughout your day. This can play huge dividends in your output in your life. Because oftentimes we will just arbitrarily just continue to work, and then an hour goes by or 2 hours go by, and we haven't really been that effective at what we've been doing. Right? We catch ourselves going, well, fuck, I haven't done much. I've been scrolling through the interwebs mindlessly, not really doing anything for the last hour. So make it scheduled, make it structured for yourself. It's huge. It absolutely is huge. I promise you. Then, another tip, set up your work zone. Okay, this is an interesting one, and there's some psychology behind this one that I kind of like. But having a designated work zone can play a massive role and have a massive impact in your ability to improve your output. So when we set up where we work, we want to make that space purely about that thing. And that goes for our work, that goes for our food, that goes for our relaxing, that goes for our sleep, whatever the thing is. Make that zone specific to what it is you're looking to do. So when you set up your work zone, that zone needs to be just purely about work. Everything around it, everything on it, whatever it is, that space is for work. So for myself, I don't have an office in my current home. I live in a condo, all right? So we don't have an office here. But I have our kitchen table, and I have a space on that kitchen table that is designated to where I work. Now, literally, I have a seat at the table where I do my work. And then I have another seat at the table where I eat. Now, that may seem crazy. That may seem like, well, what's the difference? You're at the table. But it really makes a difference, because my seat where I work, that's my designated work zone. When I'm there and I'm sitting down, I'm hyper-focused. When I'm sitting at the other chair, that's my food zone. That's where I'm sitting and eating, okay? Have those spaces set up. So whether it's your work zone, whether it's your relaxation zone, whatever, right? Bedroom, not for work. Bedroom is for sleep and sex. That's what that's for, okay? Make that zone. Couch, make that your zone for relaxation, all right? Whatever the zone is, make it specific for what you need to do in that area. And it will help you out to be more successful and to improve your productivity throughout your day. So in the morning, or to win your morning and win your day, have that zone set up ahead of time. And then the last tip number 6, over-communicate. So this is something that helps win your morning, helps win your day, helps win your life. All right. The more that we can be clear, precise, and specific with what we are communicating, what we need, and what we're looking to do, the better outcome we're going to accomplish. This is something that I've learned over the years. I have screwed up on many times where I haven't been over communicating, or I haven't been specific enough in my communication. And, I trip and fall on my face. So over communicate. Make it clear what your expectation is. So if you are setting up your day and you are communicating with individuals, that you need something done throughout their day. These are your 3 areas of opportunity for your day, and you got people that are going to either further that or potentially hinder it. Over communicate to them. Make them understand and be very clear on what the daily expectation is. If it's between you and your spouse, your partner, whatever it is, over communicate with them. Let them know what you need. Let them know what things look like, what your day looks like. What is it? When do you need that quiet time? When do you need that whatever? That time to really hyper focus in and not have any distractions? Just over communicate what you need. If you do that, you will not only win your morning, but you will win your day, and you will accomplish so much more on your own as well as together with those around you. So let's go through it again. We got over communicate. We got setting up your work zone. Make it specific and don't deviate from that. Schedule your work and break time, right? Key, make those schedules in place. Have that designated work time where you're hyper focused, and then have that break time where you can let your mind wander. Write out your daily areas of opportunity. So trust me, take the time to just get out everything in your brain on a couple pages and then write out those daily areas of opportunity, those 3 for your day. It'll give you so much more clarity. You'll empty out all these things that are going on in your brain that you wake up with, that you were going to bed thinking about, and it'll just truly help your day. Prepare in advance. So maybe this is the night before, maybe this is in the morning as well, but prepare in advance. Have things set up, have that structure set up, and have the micro focus of what it is that you're looking to attack within that first hour of your day. Because if you can have those things that you're looking to attack within that first hour and you accomplish those, momentum. It's just going to keep going, right? You're just going to keep getting that snowball throughout the day, and it's going to be awesome. And then that first and foremost, self-care. Take the time right off the bat in the morning to do what you need for you, so that then you can go and serve others throughout the day as needed, but you have done what you need to take care of yourself first. These are the 6 tips that I have for you guys for winning the morning and your day. This is what underlines the foundation of discipline equaling freedom, and how if we want to have freedom, we got to have this type of discipline, you guys. Trust me, put in the work. It's not going to be easy. You will trip up. You will screw it up. I still do. Not every day am I hitting all those points really well or at all sometimes, but trust me, when you get on that track and you are consistent with it, you get in such a crazy focus zone. It's unbelievable what you can accomplish. Let me know how it goes for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. This has been another Level Up episode on the Daily Pursuit podcast.